Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of the newly named Monday Weekend Report. I am your host, Jacob D'Antone, and across from me is my co-host, Mr. James Jackson.
Hey, what's going on, Jacob?
And if I didn't say it before, this is the On the Go with Jacob and James.
Yeah.
The official name of the podcast or the show you're listening to currently. But
yeah, I like it.
Yeah, the Monday edition is the Monday Weekend Report.
Weekend wrap up.
The weekend wrap up.
what happened during the week?
Yeah. So, how was your weekend, James? How's life been?
It was fine, man. I had nothing really going on. Just been trying to catch up on a couple shows here and there.
Yeah.
We had some bad weather.
It is true. We got a little funky.
Yeah, we got a little funky. Like it was. But you know, Houston when we have bad weather, people tend to overreact.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, we had the ice thing.
Yeah.
So the ice thing was like really, really bad. Where like it wasn't really bad because a couple years ago, remember we had like the whole city had frozen over.
Oh yeah.
It was like the Frozen Empire from Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And so everything was all frozen over, and the electricity went out. And how was you doing during that?
That year?
Yeah.
We didn't have any problems. We didn't have electricity didn't go out. We lost water for a little bit, but it wasn't like days. You know,
Okay.
It eventually thawed out, and we got our water back.
And your family was good too because they live in Columbus, Texas. So,
Everything was fine on that front. It honestly wasn't that bad.
Oh, okay.
It really wasn't. And at the time, that was in my first year working at iHeart, and so they got everybody hotel rooms because the old location they used to be at, like there was a Hilton next door, so they just got everybody Hilton rooms. So I could just stay over there and then walk across to the iHeart, right?
Oh, that's dope.
So it wasn't so bad. I had a nice hotel room. Yeah. It was good. And then at the time I was working at that Petco that I hate.
Oh, you were working at that stupid Petco.
Yeah, I was working there, and then I called out that whole week for that Petco.
Did they ask you to come in?
Well, yeah, because they were open.
Oh my god!
And I'm like, look, I'm coming from this side of Houston. You guys are all the way over by 45.
They're like apocalyptic over here on this side.
I gotta drive over like 3 different highways. I'm not coming in this week.
Yeah, because everything was closed down on this side.
Yeah,
over pathways, which is usually what happens.
Yeah,
when we have these sheets of ice, you know, it's usually like the freeways and the underpass that's always closed down the most, more than the feeder road.
You're right.
So it's like it's hard to make it to these different places. Well, it might not be icy on your side; it's icy on my side.
You're right.
You know, and at that time where you were staying, hella icy.
No, yeah, there
was
no
happening.
way. No, yeah.
So is that when you got fired?
No, I didn't get fired. I quit.
Oh, you should. Okay, yeah, you're right. You did quit. Yeah. Did you quit during that time?
No, I quit months later.
Oh, okay.
When my old job reopened.
Oh. Okay.
I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm coming back, and see you guys later.
Yeah. Deuces.
Yeah. Also, did I get more hours at iHeart? No, I was getting more hours at iHeart, which also led me to quit because it was like sports season.
Mm-hmm.
So in the evenings, I would pick up some shifts working like
I remember
the football games or the basketball games.
Yeah.
I mean, we air it out of the iHeart studios, right? Like we catch the feed and then we send it out to the stations, like the AM station. So I picked up shifts just like basically listening to the game and hitting a button every like 30 minutes.
I remember that.
And I was like, I'd rather do this than work at that Petco. So
yeah, I don't blame you on that one. But I bring all that up to say, Monday, like it was only bad for like 2 days.
Yeah,
it wasn't really bad for like crazy amount of days. They put a cup of ice. They could put salt out there, but the only thing about it is when you put salt out, you gotta kind of crush it up.
Yeah,
and you just put it out like a blocks of ice.
Right.
So it looked like blocks of ice just sitting down here like snow. They're just falling on the ground.
You know. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt your story.
No, you got to know.
I think Monday morning or Tuesday morning when I was going to work, because everyone, you know, I get up so early to go to work. Yeah. Everyone's concerned with like, hey, are you going to be okay getting into work? You know, that's what everyone was asking each other, right? Because, you know, 3, 4, 2 a.m., whatever, you're getting up to get ready to go to work, wherever you're coming from. And so my commute to work is very simple. We've talked about this before. It's straight down the road for me.
Simple.
I run some lights.
Yeah.
I commit some crimes and I get to work.
Yeah, you get to work just fine.
But
commit some crimes.
The only obstacle I had was over here, like when we first leave the apartment complex. You know,
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah,
there's a puddle.
It's like a puddle, so it was a complete ice.
That was the only icy puddle I had to avoid. Everything else was fine.
Oh, I know you have to drive slow as molasses.
No, it wasn't that bad.
Oh,
But just getting past that puddle was like the only like, oh,
why
no.
is it so bad right there?
I don't know. I have no idea. It's like a permanent puddle.
Yeah, it's been like that for years. It's like,
It's been there. Yeah.
It's always like this. That's the only spot.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand it.
Is there a fire hydrant right there?
I don't know if it's right there, but I think there is one like a few feet away. Because you know what? The other day when I came home after work, it was like busted open. They had a whole water leak the other day. So maybe that's just a frequent thing that happens.
As long as you guys don't get charged for that.
No, not at all.
Yeah, you know, they like charge you for water, like water.
Oh God, that would be horrible.
Ooh, I'd be mad as hell.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was so funny, man. I was walking up one of these ramps and it was kind of like iced over. Like half of the ramp looked iced over, half of it didn't.
Yeah.
And my fool ass, I kind of feel like, you know what? I could probably make it.
Yeah.
I got some slipper resistant shoes.
Yeah.
I go down the ramp and I was like, whoop, 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 with like Home Alone. And like, whoop, whoop. I said, whoop, 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 whoop. And I caught myself. I did not fall. But I almost did.
Oh.
That was funny.
That's always good when you catch yourself. My shoes have no traction on the
I
metal
see your
whatsoever.
shoes. Yeah,
they're worn out. I need to buy new shoes. So anytime there's like a little bit of water on the concrete,
you're stuck.
Oh, it's like I gotta do the waddle. You know,
me too. That's what I was doing too back in the day.
Yeah, I gotta think about my footsteps.
I think you know what? Those shoes you have on, those are the same shoes I used to have on back in the day. And they used to make the squeaking sound. Like,
yeah, they do that too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's because you got the little air bubble thing in there, don't you? Yeah. That's the shoes I had. That's the shoes I had. I'll never buy those again.
Yeah, they're not so bad. I enjoy them.
They're comfortable.
Yeah,
but they just they tear up easily.
What I would like is a good pair of shoes that don't have shoelaces.
Yeah,
I like slip-on shoes.
Slip-on shoes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like the kind I'd be wearing to work.
Yeah, or like they got the fake laces, but you don't really lace them up. Yeah, I used to have a pair of those, and those were really good. And then I wore those out, and I just haven't been able to find a pair like that ever since. But I
gotta look on the web.
Yeah, I need to, because I don't know, just having to stop and retie your shoes. Just so
it is
annoying.
tedious. It's tedious.
Yeah.
Is that all? Or we just become that lazy till we just don't want to tie our shoes anymore?
I've never been one to tie my shoes quite a bit. I don't know. I'm not very dexterous, so my hands get in the way.
I know we're all over the place now with this conversation, but I don't care. It's Monday.
It's Monday, guys.
It's Monday. It's a Monday wrap up. Monday weekend report.
Monday weekend report.
So I'm like, I mean, I'm one for tying my shoes, but as you can see, sometimes I don't.
It happens.
Sometimes I wear shoes that don't have any laces at all.
Yeah.
Because those kind of wear to work.
Right.
With no laces. Because I don't feel like just bending over tying my shoes all the time.
Yeah, man. It's weird. You gotta find a spot to do that in.
Maybe it's just millennials.
Maybe.
Yeah. You gotta find a spot.
Yeah.
Gotta make sure you get poked in the butt.
I feel like people don't get shamed for tying their shoes anymore.
What you mean you don't get shamed? It was
or not tying your shoes. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm on your ass if you don't know how to tie your shoes.
No, I know how to tie my shoes.
Oh, okay.
I just feel like people don't really care if you have shoes or shoelaces or non-shoelaces.
No, I would think that everyone's got a little bit more mature now.
Yeah.
Because I don't really wear like name brand shoes that much.
Yeah.
Although I probably should kind of lend myself into wearing name brand shoes a lot more, so that way it'll help my feet.
Yeah.
But a lot of shoes I can't wear. I'm being flat foot, so I wear Nikes.
Oh,
like yeah. I'll try to wear those, like the Nike foams and stuff like that, stuff that can help my feet a lot more.
Right.
And I know people say, well, just put some gels in your shoes, and it's like, yeah, I tried that, it didn't work.
Yeah.
So it's like I choose to wear what I want to wear when it comes to shoes. I'm choosing comfortability.
Yeah.
Over just style.
I'm paying for the shoes. I'm gonna wear what I want to wear. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And how you feel about wearing white shoes?
I don't like white shoes.
I hate them.
Yeah.
Because they're hard to keep clean.
Yeah. Why would you buy white shoes?
Because you got like 2-day wear. You at the best, you get 2-day wear out of white tennis shoes.
Yeah. No.
After that, does it.
Yeah.
I got some white tennis shoes at home, and I'm just like, I just want to clean you up so much. But I feel like it's never enough.
I feel like you wear white shoes, but those are like your working shoes or something. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah.
And working shoes in white?
But you know why though? Because you can track how dirty they get. I think that would be the fun part of having white shoes. Like you would wear those for your, like, I don't know, your running shoes or whatever. So you'd be like, oh, this is actually how much I'm using them. Like,
that's
this
true.
And this is how they are. No, nobody would really care about it. I don't know why you would do it. I just feel like that's what they would be good for.
Well, Donald Glover,
sort of tracking.
Donald Glover has a pair of shoes that are like white, but they're dingy white.
Oh yeah,
they're meant to be dingy white.
Oh, interesting.
Like that's the style now.
Because is it just like, oh, hey, you're gonna get it this way anyway, so
exactly,
we'll just make him that way.
But it's also Donald Glover, so he's weird like that. He likes to do like weird, strange man. So he like to do weird like that, weird stuff like that. I'm sorry, but like weird stuff like that. So it's just kind of like I'm not really surprised that's what he wants to do.
Right.
I probably might. I don't care anymore about my shoes being as white. I'll wear them dingy.
Yeah.
Like as long as like they're not tearing up on me, then that's when I'll probably like let them go.
Yeah.
But for the most part, yeah, if my shoes are not tearing up on me, I don't know how we ended up on shoes.
Hey,
I went from slip. Oh, you know what it was? I slipped on ice.
I thought it was gonna be a short conversation, and then eventually, apparently, because it's just what happened? Discussion.
I almost slipped on ice, and that's how we ended up.
That's how we got here.
And I'm having better shoes, so there should be a PSA for people out there.
That's right.
Because winter's not over with yet.
No.
Winter's not over with until March.
No, yeah, this is really winter time.
Yeah, this is actually winter time.
Began December 22nd or something like it. Yeah. It really began very late. Like you would think December, November is winter time. No. Like the official start of winter time is like mid-December or late December or something like that.
Well, we usually get these little Arctic blasts.
Yeah.
I think that's what they call it.
Yeah.
Arctic freezes. We really don't get these things until mid-February.
Right.
Or March. That's when we started getting these little mid things. But cause last year we didn't have that. I don't think we had it last year.
I don't think we really got one last year either.
No, we didn't. We didn't have winter at all last year.
Yeah, barely.
Like,
but, weather was weird, man. It's hard to predict.
Oh no, it's not. I can tell you exactly what's going on.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna leave it alone.
All right, Cat Williams.
No, I'm gonna leave it alone. But yeah, man, just be careful out there. If you got somewhere to go, don't go.
Yeah.
Like just slow down, whatever you're doing. Because the winter's not over with yet. We got a lot of stuff that's going to be happening. Hopefully, we're done with Arctic blasts. Hopefully, we don't have another ice storm like that, like we did a few years ago.
I noticed Houston's very just
overreactionary and traumatized. Yes. Oh, PTSD lives firmly in the Houston area's minds.
So, before the winter storm hit, we were going to get gas, and I think we went to Costco and just like not even to stock up on things, just like hey, we need toilet paper, paper towels, or whatever. Let's go to Costco.
Yeah.
First of all, gas station's crazy, but apparently the Costco gas station always is crazy, so that's not really a big surprise. There was a lady though at the pump, and she was filling up like 2 big canisters for gas, like gas canisters.
I know where you're going with this.
And then
I know where you're going.
And then she was complaining that like, no, she wasn't complaining. She was telling the gas station attendant. It's a very funny conversation that happened between them two, because she was telling the gas station attendant, she's like, I've never seen it this busy before. And the gas station attendant's like, it's always this busy. And she goes, well, I come here every Sunday and it's never this busy. And the gas station guy goes, I'm here every Sunday and it is this busy. That was it. I mean, it's not very funny, but it's just kind of.
But she's very reactionary, dude.
Yeah.
Like these type people I'm talking about. Like I went into the grocery store and I tried doing the same thing, shopping. I was like, where's all the meats?
Oh,
there were no meats. There was nothing.
People were stocking up on the water like crazy.
Like the PTSD lives strongly in Houston when it comes to natural disasters.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. I get it because no one wants to be at home stranded. No one wants to be stranded at home with no toilet paper.
Yeah.
I get it. No one wants to be stranded with no food.
Yeah.
I get it. And I know, previous hurricanes, some people have not been prepared.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
But I just feel like, do you really need 20 things of tissue paper in your cart?
No.
Of toilet paper in your cart?
No.
What are you going to do with those toilet papers?
Right.
Build a fort?
I mean, to be fair, at least toilet paper doesn't really expire.
It doesn't.
I'm getting major deja vu. I feel like we've had the same conversation.
No, we haven't. This is like a therapy session for me because I'm getting sick of this, man. This is stupid. What are you doing buying that much stuff?
Maybe I had a dream about this. I remember the same conversation.
A crap load of bacon?
Yeah.
Like, I just wanted some bacon. I wanted to make some BLTs. I was like, I can't find any bacon. I couldn't find any bacon. Sausage. All the sausage is gone. What are you doing? What are you going to do with 5 packages of sausage?
If we fry the bacon and the sausage, we can make some sort of meat blanket out of it.
Hot dogs. They took all the hot dogs.
All the hot dogs.
I'm not even a big hot dog fan like that.
Jeez.
And they took all the hot dogs. I was like, you people. And the next day after that, it was just like it was today. Sunny.
Yeah.
Nothing was iced over. Everything was good.
Yeah.
I was like, I just can't stand people in Houston when it comes to weather. And that's why other cities laughing at us. But here's my deal with them. You're laughing at us. You guys can't even handle a flood in the borough, New York City.
That is true.
Like, I don't know if you ever seen New York City underwater before. It looks just
Very
like
rarely.
It looks just like Day After Tomorrow.
Very rarely it happens, but it happens.
It looks just like Day After Tomorrow. They can't handle hurricanes. It literally looks like a tsunami has just wrecked through there.
Yeah.
That's how bad it looks when they have hurricanes in New York City and Boston. So they can't really talk smack either. I know a few years ago they were talking smack about us in having an ice storm.
Oh yeah, they were.
You guys can't handle the ice.
Hurricane Sandy.
Yeah. How'd you guys do with that? How'd you guys? Oh man. So this is God, man. These natural disasters, man. Oh man. Is there any other city that you wouldn't want to believe that you want to live in that wouldn't have a natural disaster?
Not off the top of my head. I don't know. I don't really think about it like that though.
I do.
I think the only place I probably wouldn't want to live, I don't know. I was about to say California because like earthquakes, but even then, I don't.
Because how rarely do you see
that big of a
earthquakes?
deal? Yeah, I don't think it's that big of an issue. Khadijah's been through earthquakes.
And I know she has. Yeah,
and she's like, just, things get a little shaky, and then it stops.
And then like hide under the table for a few minutes.
Yeah, that's it.
Stay away from like refrigerator and library. Like, want to stay away from a whole bunch of books. Won't get thumped in the head with a bunch of books.
Remember back in the day when people kept bringing up the fact that California is going to break off eventually?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
the San Andreas Fault. There was that whole movie about it. Yeah, nobody talks about that anymore.
No one ever talks about that.
No.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That is interesting. It's a good movie though. I did like the movie.
Yeah, it was fine.
It came out during the summertime. It was a rock movie, so
it was when The Rock was making a different movie like every year.
Yeah.
Remember that Towering Inferno, Die Hard, like
he had one
movie?
leg. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that movie.
That was funny.
God, boy, you take me back. I remember that one.
Yeah, it's not even that old. It came out like a few years ago. I think 5 years ago.
That came out during
6 years ago.
After or before the pandemic?
It was before the pandemic.
Yeah,
because I was in Houston.
Yeah, I think it was before the pandemic. I remember that movie, man.
What a strange movie. Did he have a goteee in that movie?
Yeah, he had
some sort of facial hair.
Yeah, he was like hella swole too for that movie.
A weird movie.
Yeah, that was a weird movie, man. They had like a Die. He Die Hard.
Yeah, Tiring Inferno. Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Oh,
but yeah, man. So basically, I have not done anything this weekend. I say all that to say the quote Dave Chappelle. I say all that to say I haven't done anything.
It only took us 20 minutes to get.
Yeah, it just took us. What you been doing?
Oh man, well as you can see, I've rearranged the studio here at On The Go Studios.
I love it, man.
I am very happy with it too. Honestly, like I know like people believe in feng shui and stuff, but ever since I made the studio the way it is, I do feel better about this area, this whole space in general. And really all I did was just moved everything around a little bit
this way.
But it makes it feel neater in a way. As you can see, I still have the other stuff, the junk. It's not even junk. It's just
junk.
Yeah, it's just a pile of things.
You should take a picture of it and put it on our page, on the Go on the podcast page.
I will. And, as you can see, I've been putting stuff up on the walls.
I love that. I love that part.
I got this Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner picture.
I love the Super Smash Brothers poster.
Yeah, the Super Smash Brothers poster. Joel made this like skateboard sticker collage for me. So I actually had a stand, so I nailed it to the wall and I put it up and moved the on-air sign. And yeah, man, just funny story about how I did all this was we went and saw a concert, us together, and
go see King David.
We saw King David, and we'll tell that story in a minute. And we were talking about me rearranging the studio, and you mentioned it last Monday about rearranging the studio, and I'd gotten up and I took a shower. I was drying off. Nobody was home, so I was walking around.
That's good. I'm so glad about that. You grew up around butt ass naked, when you
was walking around.
Oh my god!
Man. It's nice being naked when no one else is around in your own apartment. It's very freeing. So anyway, I'm walking around. I was drying off, and I was like looking at this area, and I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna rearrange this. I took today off, and it's like I could either sit down and I can edit stuff, or I could spend a few hours and rearrange this room. And I decided to do that. And I was so excited to do that. I didn't put clothes on.
I was about to say, like, did you do this butt ass naked? Did you rearrange everything butt naked?
I was naked the whole time.
Oh my god, man!
For the listeners out there,
God, man,
if you're doing a theater of the mind,
Just moving stuff.
I was a man on a mission. I was
like a caveman, just moving stuff.
Yep.
Naked, no line cloth, no nothing.
Yep. It took me about 5 hours to do it because I had to move everything out, and then I put some stuff away as I was doing it. So I actually I made everything neater and everything, and yeah. But I'm really happy with this setup. I'm actually using my desk a lot more now because but my desk was always usable.
Yeah.
I just never really sat down
and
worked on it, right? So, but now I have everything configured to where I want to work on it, and it's nice being in this area.
You wiped it down, you cleaned it and everything.
Yeah, I wiped everything down. I wiped down the couch, so don't worry.
That's good to know. That's very good to know.
The only annoying thing is now since I moved the futon, my cat all of a sudden notices that we have a futon.
As if he didn't notice that before.
He didn't know. It was right over on the other wall, just fine, perfectly out. It wasn't covered up or anything. You sit on it every week. God, man. And this cat is just like, oh, I want to play and climb on this and stuff. And he's been scratching at it and stuff. So now I have to cover it up with the blanket. And honestly, the blanket looks nice on it.
Yeah,
it still makes it look nice. Yeah,
that's something nice to it.
It's not a big issue, but yeah, that was my weekend. I was just rearranged my apartment a little bit, put some stuff on the walls. I'm doing it. I said that was one of my goals this year, and I'm sticking to it. And then we also went out and played pool. We went to Slick Willie's, played some pool. Khadijah and I.
Did you do some darts?
No, we didn't do darts.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh, hey, there's the dartboard.
There's the damn dartboard. You remember that? You remember that?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Right. But we went out because it was also like a birthday celebration because it was my birthday.
Yeah. Okay.
Recently and stuff. Yep. So Joel came up. Funny story. Joel was supposed to come up. We were supposed to get dinner together. Right. Oh, First of all, he calls me the night before. He's like, hey, are you sure you don't want to make this a lunch thing? Because understandably, he's coming from 2 or 3 towns away. He lives in a smaller town, outside of the city, right? So he's got to come up. So I get where he's coming from, but I'm like, no, I just wanted it to be an evening thing. And, all I wanted to do was go grab some dinner, play some pool. I'm not trying to coordinate. He wanted to coordinate with Richard and Isaac and you and make a big birthday thing, and I was like, no. I don't want to do all that. I don't want to have to worry about people coming or making time. This is all I want to do.
Yeah, right? I don't blame you on that one.
Right. So I was like, I'll probably send a text out maybe or whatever if they want to come out, but ultimately I didn't.
Of course you did.
It's whatever.
Yeah. I was about to say I sure didn't get that text.
No, I didn't text nobody.
Oh, there you go. Good job.
So I was like, here's the address to the place we're going to eat. We're going to eat at El Tiempo on Westheimer.
I know where that's at, yeah.
Well, here's the thing, James. There's a couple El Tiempos off of Westheimer.
Oh, God.
And I looked up the address, and me being me, and, normally when you look up addresses to the place, it usually gives you the closest one.
Yep.
And I'm thinking the address it's giving me is the one over there on Westheimer, just a block away from Slick Willie's. No, they gave me the address to the one that's further down, 59 over here. Oh, man. And I sent it to Joel. But the thing is, Joel was supposed to come up and meet us earlier. Because, again, like I said, he called about, hey, you sure you want to make it a lunch thing or whatever? And I was like, well, if you want to hang out earlier.
You can do that.
You can come up earlier. We can hang out at the apartment, and then we can go grab dinner, still at 5. If you want to come up around 3. And he was supposed to. He didn't leave his house until 4. So I was like, okay, we're gonna make it a 5:30 thing. We get to the El Tiempo at 5:30, and he's like, hey, we're just now in Katy. It's still gonna be a little while. So we're like, all right,
cool.
We'll go in. We'll eat some chips and salsa or whatever. We'll wait for you.
Some chips and salsa.
So we're sitting there, we're eating chips, Khadijah and I, and just talking about work or whatever. And he calls me. He's like, hey, are you guys upstairs or downstairs? And I was like, what are you talking about? There's only a downstairs. Is there an upstairs? He's like, yeah, there's an upstairs. I was like, oh, he's like, did we go to the wrong one? He's like, I went to the one you sent me, and I looked it up, and I sent him the complete wrong address.
Oh my God,
I don't have it on here. I got to change the.
Oh, okay, that's all right. I gave you that good one.
But I'll in post. That's a good idea. So I was so mad at myself, and I was also kind of angry at him because I was like, you were gonna be here earlier. We could have just figured this out.
Could have been figured this out sooner. Yeah.
And I'm telling you, it's a cavalcade, a comedy of errors, James.
So did y'all end up meeting eventually?
We ate at our El Tiempo, he ate at his El Tiempo, and we met at Slick Willie's.
At Slick Willie's.
And at this time, I'm 3 margaritas deep because we had the one, and then we got a second one, and then I was like, I need a third one.
I bet he was just sitting there eating at the table I'm trying to imagine Joel just sitting at the table hey, what's up? Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be somebody here with the wrong one.
Right?
Damn, Jacob.
What's funny though is his El Tiempo was like super busy.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you were done, they were like, "Here's your check, get out." Right?
Mm-hmm.
Our El Tiempo was super slow, so they were like, "Take all your time. You want another margarita? You want some dessert?"
Oh yeah, because they want the money.
And we're like, "No, we just want to check." And then he's like, "Okay," and then he doesn't come back for 15 minutes, and we're like, complete opposite things.
So what'd you get? So what'd you get at El Tiempo?
I got an enchilada.
Oh, enchilada. You get it anytime.
I know, but I don't know. I was like, I'm feeling an enchilada. I think did I get an enchilada? I did get an enchilada.
What did you get?
She got flautas. Those flautas are long things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're huge. She likes flautas.
That's different.
Yeah. I get flautas too, but I was like, I don't know. I haven't had an enchilada in a while, James. Don't judge me.
Okay. What Joel get? What Joel eat?
I don't know. I wasn't there with him.
I know. I know. Because I was like, you so pissed off. You did probably.
I didn't ask him what he ate.
You just like, just meet up at Slick Willie's, man. Just meet up at Slick Willie's.
Yeah, I didn't ask him what he ate.
Like, I'm just so done with you right now. Just meet at Slick. Even though half of it is a little bit your fault.
Right? Yeah. It's like, I'm mad at me, and it's annoying. But we met at Slick Willie's. We played some pool games. We had a good time. Khadijah's best friend Aisha, she came out and was hanging out, and it was a good time. It was
okay.
Nothing crazy, nothing wild.
Did he wear those jeans?
No, he didn't wear the jeans.
Oh, God, I missed that one.
Yeah, he didn't wear the jeans. It surprised me. I assumed he would, but no.
I thought he bought him out for the birthday boy.
Oh no,
he bought him out for the birthday boy.
No, he didn't wear those. But
I'm with you, man. I'm not really big on like a crowd up or like having a big party. I'm really not.
Right.
I don't feel like having to coordinate anything. I don't feel like having to like just having to strap. I think that's kind of stopped for me when I was probably in high school.
Yeah.
I don't like big parties.
Right.
Like, just give me a cake, food. Now I don't even like cake anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me food and let me go by my day.
Oh man, that reminds me too. So the marathon was in town.
Oh, it was for MLK.
Yeah. So we went out to Slick Willie's Saturday, and then the next night or the next day, woke up and Kitty was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go get us some breakfast things. I'm gonna make it," because Sunday was my actual birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday it's just easier to go out on a Saturday, right?
Yeah.
So Sunday she goes, she makes breakfast, and then we eat breakfast or whatever. But it took her forever to get to the store because they had everything shut down for the damn marathon.
Yeah, forgot about that.
So she gets back, and then we went and played putt golf downtown at this place called the Putt Shack.
Oh, okay.
I think I've told you about it before. It's like a bar, but you can eat, you can drink, you can play.
Like,
you can play putt golf, like
what's that?
Like Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, Dave and Buster's, or what's that? The Top Golf.
Yeah, or it's Top Golf, but like putt golf and cheaper.
I was about to say, is it cheaper?
Yeah, I think it's like $25 a game.
Oh yeah, that's way better than Top Golf.
It's still a little pricey, but the thing is, like the golf ball itself tracks your points.
Oh, nice.
So you're playing putt, you have the obstacles and everything, and every time you hit it tracks how many times you hit it.
Oh,
and there's like you can get in a special hole, and it'll get a hole in one for you, and you get like 10 extra points or whatever. But anyway, so we went and played putt golf at the Putt Shack. Mm-hmm. But we had to park like 3 blocks away because the marathon.
Yeah.
And even walking to the Putt Shack, the marathon ran right in the middle of the road that we have to cross. So we're just like,
that sucks.
How do we
cross the
get
street?
there?
You cross the street when people running.
Yeah. So we eventually found like a hole in the gate where people were crossing. So we crossed there, and we played a game because I just wanted to play a game and then.
You wouldn't want to play a game during the marathon of Martin Luther King. You would have to want to play a game.
I didn't think of it. Like I didn't realize
because of the weather.
Like yeah,
they had to delay it.
I see.
Not delay it, but they had to do it the other day.
Yeah, I didn't consider the marathon at all whatsoever. So I mean, we played a game. We came home, and then like we met my parents for dinner at the Saltgrass.
Oh, nice. Now, that's a nice place there. I love Saltgrass.
Yeah, it was nice. They were busier. They were busier than usual. We had like a 20-minute wait, and like my dad's getting to that age where I don't know, man. He's just complaining about everything. You know what I mean?
That's what you do when you get older.
Yeah,
that's what you're
so he's just like complaining about the wait, and then
I don't blame him.
And then he's complaining about the restaurant, the prices, and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And all these things. And then when we left, I was telling Khadijah, I was like, you know what? We're going to cook dinner for them for their birthdays because I'm not doing.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this no more, man.
Mm-hmm. That's a very good idea.
I don't want to go out to eat.
Unless you take them to a restaurant where you know it's not going to be busy.
Yeah. I didn't think about having to do reservations, but it dawned on me because the marathon was in town. Mm-hmm. Maybe people probably came through and they stayed for the weekend. And they're like, hey, we'll just go out to eat or whatever. Or because the freeze was coming in.
Yep.
It could have just been like, hey, Let's go out to eat, save our food for home for when we're barricaded indoors for 5 days.
Yeah, because you got like a crap load of bacon and the sausage in the refrigerator.
We bought all this bacon. I don't want to use it today.
You don't want to use it today. You got enough water to last a lifetime. So yeah, let's go out to eat and waste them food.
Yeah, let's go out for one last hurrah before we're iced in for a week.
Yeah. How about we do that?
and then 2 days later, they feel dumb. They got all this bacon.
Got all this bacon and sausage you can't eat.
Yeah, they're making a bunch of like bacon wrapped jalapenos.
Bacon wrapped jalapenos.
It's like, that's what we're eating for dinner now.
God, man.
Oh, man.
So that's all you did? That's your weekend always consists of something crazy.
I'm not that wild of a person, though. It just things happen.
No, you know what? Your weekend always consists of something inconvenient.
Yeah, that's true.
It's always of some type of inconvenience. Like, or misunderstanding of some sort. It's never like something that just goes off with a perfect hitch.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what that is about you. Like, I don't know if you plan for this to happen or you plan for it not to happen.
Oh man, the whole sending Joel to the wrong restaurant scenario was like a low point for me. I was really upset about that.
You were upset at yourself, and you were upset at the fact that you didn't want to really do this anyway. I'm just being totally. Look, you can take it out if you want to, but I'm saying what I know you're thinking. You really didn't want to have too many people anyway, so you really just wanted to be you and Khadijah.
Well, no, I mean, I did invite him. I wanted him to be there.
Okay. So you really you invited him.
It's just because he had said he was going to come up earlier that day.
It would have been a lot more easier.
And he left way later, and I was like, well, if you didn't leave late, well,
we could plan this out a lot more sooner than this. You know.
So,
boy, I tell you.
We got to talk about King David.
Let's talk about King David. I forgot about it. Yeah. We got to talk about King David's concert.
I know. I'm sorry. My story distracted you.
What was the concert again? Tell the people what the concert was.
Oh, so King David performed at the Scout Bar for the third time.
Which was nice, by the way.
Very nice. The bar is a cool bar. It's a cool. It's like a dive bar, but not quite a dive bar.
I would like to go there more often, but it's just too far.
It's so far. It's so far. It's over in Webster, Texas, which it's over by NASA and if you're not from Texas or Houston, it's pretty far out from Houston. Houston's very far from itself.
I wish we had a bar that looked like that in Houston.
It would be great. It's not a bad. I always thought it was closer. I've always heard about it. I assumed it was downtown because I know the Buzz used to do events out there, and I always just thought it was downtown. But no, it's out there. But anyway, so he had this performance. It wasn't like a festival of sorts, but this other artist was putting it on by the name of Trippy Goblin. It was his thing. And so we went out with one of our old work buddies, Kevin.
Yep, Kevin.
We met up with him, and he came out, it was a cool time. Honestly, that whole night was actually a really nice and fun night.
It was a fun night, man. I had a good time.
And we were there for King David pretty much only, and the first opening acts were pretty decent. You liked I think the second band that performed.
The second band, I did. Cross, yeah, man. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, which is spelled KR6SS.
Yep,
because it's cross with a K and a 6.
I like that. I was like, these guys are really, really good.
I was surprised because their aesthetics were very like 70s or 90s grunge. And they were just like rap.
Yeah.
Which is funny. So anyway, we were there to see King David. King David came out. He gave a hell of a show.
He did, man. He definitely livened it up even more.
And I believe, and I spoke to him afterwards about it, like the next day or the next day or two later, but I believe, and he confirmed this, that he had the biggest crowd.
He did.
Most everybody who came there was there for him.
I could tell.
Yeah,
I could tell.
I mean, because like the other artists, they had a little crowd going.
Yeah, they had their crowd.
They had their supporters. Or I'm not saying they were completely dead. They had their supporters come out. But I am 99.9% sure King David had the biggest crowd.
Oh yeah, when he got on stage, because I kept kind of panning back with my camera. I was like, yeah, people are here for him. Yeah, people are here from him.
Yeah, and like I said, he put on a great show.
He did, man.
Performed the hits. He performed a new song, which I don't know if he's decided he's going to drop it yet. It was called Lover Boy. I think he's torn between that and another track he's trying to drop. So we'll see. We'll see what comes out next.
Yeah.
But man, yeah,
he tore the house down, man.
Yeah,
dude was awesome.
I've seen him perform before. So what can you say about his performance?
I loved it, man, because I didn't know what to expect from him because it's my first time seeing like him up close and personal, doing his thing on the stage. Yeah. When we did the interview with him, he was very calm and very had so much charisma in him.
Yeah.
So when you saw him on stage, he just turned into a totally different person. And dude he was amazing. He was bouncing around the stage, lively.
At one point, he took somebody's phone.
Took someone's cell phone. Like that's all the stuff that you want when you watch a concert.
Yeah.
You want that person to look like they want to do the concert.
Yeah.
It not someone just nailing it in. And he really, really, you can tell he's very appreciative of what he's been given.
Oh yeah.
I also like the face paint too.
Oh yeah, the face paint was a nice touch.
Yeah, that was a nice touch.
Yeah, because he has this mask that he wears. It's like white with like some Joker scars on it, and he's got this like little
kind of like the Purge
of the eye. Yeah, it's like a Purge mask, and I'm trying to describe it for the audience. And I'm looking at it across because I got it pinned up on the wall up there. So he had performed the first time with that mask, and he took it off like midway through the show. I was talking to him before this last show he performed. I was like, so are you going to do it with the mask again? And he goes, it's kind of hard to wrap in the mask, so maybe not. But he's like, I was thinking about some face paint. I was like, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
And he did. He showed up with the face paint. The face paint looked great. I think that's going to be a new staple for him.
It should be.
I think it's definitely going to be like part of his new onstage look.
I wish we could give a shout out to the person that did it to him because
whoever did her name, but she's the wife of the Trippy Goblin guy. I do remember that because he came to our table and he was like, hell yeah, my wife is doing his makeup right now and stuff.
Okay, yeah. Well, she did an amazing job.
Oh yeah, she did perfectly. And right now David's trying to. I think he's trying to get booked at the Gathering of the Juggalos, which is in August.
Okay.
And I mean, he would fit right in with that face paint.
Yeah, he would fit right in with those guys. Yeah. With that type of crowd, perfect.
Yeah, and the way his music is, and his music is fantastic. It's great. Like, all his tracks are really good. And if you go through his discography and you listen to like his most recent stuff and you listen to his older stuff, you can definitely hear the progression and the way he mixes it. Because I know he's mixing all the music himself mainly. Yeah. So like his mixes, like you can really hear the progression, and it's really nice seeing his career kick off. And you can tell he's on. Oh, he's on the rise.
Yeah, he's definitely on the rise. Yeah, you can definitely see it. He's got merch now.
He's got merch.
And it's like, come on, man, you can't beat that.
Yeah, which I did buy a shirt from him.
Yeah, so. You bought a shirt and he bought me a mask too. He bought me a mask, which I showed it to my sister. She was like, that looked amazing. Yeah. So it was a dope time, and I'm excited for the next show. Me too, man. I'm very excited. I definitely will be there.
And he's I'm not going to say where he's trying to play next, but he's told me where he's trying to play next, and it's a lot closer than Scout Bar.
You tell me off air.
Okay, yeah, I'll tell you off air. But I mean, Scout Bar is really nice, and if you have a chance to go out, maybe go see a smaller artist perform out there, because that's always a good experience. I don't know, like seeing a live show is always a fun experience, but seeing a live show from a smaller person who's on the rise or on the come up is also just.
Because you're going to see it grow up even more.
Right. And there's a certain feel to it. There's a certain,
intimate feeling.
And just overall vibe to it. It's,
that's what I loved about it.
Yeah. It's nice to be at the beginnings.
All the acts.
Or witness the beginning. And everybody did great. Everybody was performing great. We're loving on David because he's our buddy now.
Oh yeah. And even I wish we could have stayed with to see some more of those acts, because I was really getting enthralled with it. Yeah, honestly, I was really getting enthralled with all those guys. And next, I want to see women. I want to see some women perform. I want to see some women performers out there. That's my next little thing I want to see.
Yeah, they're out there, man. They're out there.
Yeah, they're definitely out there. Also, too, Rob, we're on this thing of music and talking about King David. There's also a young man that I know. His name is Zom. Goes by Zom.
That's right. You were telling me.
Yeah, man. He's a musician on the rise. This guy does the same thing like King David. Does his own music. Composes it, produces it, everything. He chops everything up. He has his own studio. Like, this kid he's pretty nice, man. He's pretty nice. He's gonna be someone that to pay attention to. I definitely want you to meet him.
Yeah.
I was hoping one day we'd give him on for an interview, because he has an EP coming out in April.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, so I definitely want to hit him up. He's probably gonna be someone that you guys might know him for handling our socials pretty soon. That could be something on the rise as well. He's just a very talented young man.
Nice.
It's not very often that you meet very outstanding young men.
Yeah.
Because, just everybody just wants to be a badass and be rambunctious and stupid. Mm-hmm. But this young man, he's very centered. He's a very centered guy. I love his music. He sent me some music yesterday, and he sent me some different beats of his leaks that he has that's coming out, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's definitely my type. That's definitely my type of flow. Seeing guys like King David and Zom and all these people, that's what gives me inspiration a lot.
Yeah, man.
All that gives me very, very, very good inspiration. To do a lot of stuff. So yeah, man, it was a good experience watching King David.
Yeah, no, it was great, and I look forward to seeing his future shows, and I look forward to getting Zom on the show.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
It's definitely gonna happen.
I definitely think we can do an interview series, and I believe we've talked about fitting that into the format. And I think we can, and I want to.
Yeah.
I think it'll be nice.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, I'm all out of things. Are you? You got anything else for us today?
No, man, that's it. We ended on a really good note. Talking about our boy King David.
Yeah, man, that's how it goes. So hey, that was this week's edition of the Monday Weekend Report. I hope everybody enjoyed it. And hey, if you want to contact us, you can find. Gosh damn it.
What's it? Here we go again. Oh man, yeah. Take a sip. Oh, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to contact us, you can contact us at onthegopod2023@gmail.com. You can find us on Instagram at onthego with Jacob and James. It's all one word. You can find me on Instagram at onthego.
So if people don't know, like we did this before, where we had like this, we had like this something we had to do, and we just kept butchering it. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's happening right now.
I don't know, man. I got the yips. Anyway, you can find me on Instagram at Jacob. Gosh, dang it. At JacobDantone.audio. That's where I am on Instagram. That's where I live. That's where I put stuff out sometimes. You can find James on Instagram at
James79794.
All right, there we go. Hey, if you're new here, we do Q&As on our Spotify page, so you can, while you're listening to the episode, go check out the description. We'll have a Q. Leave us an A. Recently, someone actually answered our question on the King David interview.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The question was, what's your favorite King David song?
Oh, okay,
right?
cool.
And so this person responded with Round and Round. So, hey, thank you for taking the time to answer our question. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you listening to that interview. Anybody else, go check out our episodes. We got Q's, you got A's, give us an A. We also have a YouTube page now where we're putting up shorts, we're putting up segments, we're putting up whole episodes. It's a great time on YouTube right now. So go follow us on YouTube. That's, again, it's On The Go with Jacob and James, and that's about all I got. That's all about all I can handle at this point, James. So
you busted it. You made it through it, man.
So you know what?
You did good.
As always, I'm on the go. James is on the go. We're all on the go. I'm gonna go drink some water or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right, take it easy.